Have you ever heard of a virus that can jump from a bat to a pig and then to a human with a fatality rate as high as 75%? That is the Nipah virus, or NIV. Nipah virus is what scientists call a zoonotic virus, meaning it primarily spreads from animals to humans. It belongs to the Paramyxoviridae family and the Nipah genus. While it might sound rare, it is considered a priority disease by the World Health Organization because it has the potential to cause future epidemics. Where does it come from? The natural home or reservoir for this virus is the fruit bat, specifically those in the genus Pteropus, commonly known as flying foxes. Interestingly, the virus doesn't seem to make the bats sick, allowing it to persist in the wild undetected. There are three main ways the virus travels. 1. Animal to human. In the first major outbreak in Malaysia in 1999, humans caught it through close contact with infected pigs. It can also infect horses, dogs, and cats. 2. Contaminated food. In places like Bangladesh, people have been infected by drinking raw date palm sap contaminated with bat saliva or urine, or by eating fruit that bats have partially bitten. 3. Person to person. This is the most concerning route. The virus can spread through close contact with the body fluids, like saliva or urine, of an infected person, often occurring among family members or healthcare workers. Once a person is exposed, the incubation period, the time before symptoms appear, is usually 4 to 14 days, though it can sometimes last much longer. It often starts like the flu: fever, headache, muscle pain, vomiting, and a sore throat, but it can quickly turn serious, attacking two major systems. The lungs. It can cause severe respiratory distress and atypical pneumonia, and the brain. The most feared complication is acute encephalitis, or brain swelling. This leads to dizziness, seizures, and an altered state of consciousness that can progress into a coma within 24 to 48 hours. Even for those who survive, about 20% may suffer long-term neurological issues, like personality changes or seizure disorders. How do doctors find it? Early stages, they use RT-PCR tests on samples from the throat, blood, or urine to detect the virus itself. Late stages, or recovery, an ELISA test is used to look for specific antibodies that show the body is fighting or has fought the virus. Now, for the hard truth, there is currently no approved drug or vaccine for Nipah virus. Treatment is limited to intensive supportive care. This means keeping the patient hydrated, helping them breathe, and using medications to control fever and seizures. Scientists are working on monoclonal antibodies like M102.4 and antivirals like remdesivir, but these are still in clinical trials. Since there is no cure, prevention is everything. 1. Food safety. Avoid raw date palm sap. If you do consume it, make sure it is boiled. Thoroughly wash and peel all fruits and discard anything with animal bite marks. 2. Hygiene. Practice regular hand washing after visiting sick people or handling animals. 3. Protection. Healthcare workers must use personal protective equipment like masks and gloves to prevent hospital-wide spread. 4. Avoidance. Stay away from areas where fruit bats are known to roost and keep domestic animals away from these sites. Nipah virus is a stark reminder of how closely our health is linked to the environment and wildlife. While outbreaks are currently localized mostly to South and Southeast Asia, our globalized world means we must stay vigilant. Awareness is the first step in stopping the next outbreak. Stay safe, stay informed. Since there are currently no approved vaccines or specific drugs for the Nipah virus, your strongest shield is awareness and prevention. Help us build a safer, more informed world by sharing this video with your community. Hit the like button if you learned something new, and subscribe to DR How to stay ahead of the latest health challenges with science-backed insight.